Hey everyone, welcome back to Owlchemist Tarot, serving tarot straight up. So this is the general weekly reading for October 4th through the 9th, 10th. And I'm also going to be doing the Zodiac signs because everyone seems to really like that. So this is a general, again, so watch your sun, moon, and rising as far as your Zodiac sign. That way you might get a little bit more of a overarching message. So not all the messages are going to fit, so just FYI. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe so you know when new videos go live. And then if you're a return subby, always appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I'm going to be using a new deck, and I think it's only fitting. I really waited to get this deck. I know everyone lost their mind last year, but I finally got The Nightmare Before Christmas. I have a couple new decks coming in, and they haven't gotten here yet, but I can't wait to show you guys on that as well. So I've already cleansed and shuffled pretty extensively offline, but few more times won't hurt. These cards are a little bit stuck together too, so hoping they don't stick too much. Okay. Yeah, they are. All right, let's see. Come on. All right, let's see. Oh goodness. I'm gonna turn these. Here we go. I haven't seen all these cards yet, but they're gorgeous nonetheless. Okay, so the card on the bottom of the deck that came out, overall energy this week, is the Lover's card with Notorious Jack and Sally per usual. Here's the thing, you know, the Lover's card in its true meaning, okay, and its original kind of, core root meaning is a decision. So this week, you certainly could have a big decision that you have to make, and it certainly could involve a relationship. Doesn't always have to be romantic, but it certainly could be. But there is a very big decision coming up this week for some of you. And, you know, this is a matter of the heart, again, and not one to be taken lightly either. One thing I will tell you is that for a lot of you, you know, you certainly could be thinking as maybe now you're ready or wanting to maybe emerge from the cocoon and possibly get out of the singlehood and, you know, put yourself back out there. For some of you that might be in a relationship that, you know, deep down is not working, that this is might be the time to kind of really look at what do you want out of a relationship. And if this is the person that is not someone that you can see yourself grow with and, you know, love and who's nurturing and all the things that you need, right? Then you have a big decision to make. Also, just because we are in a Mercury retrograde until the 18th, I believe, and I think there's still the shadow period after that. Something to keep in mind is that we always have exes or people from our past who emerge, and some of you are going to have to make that choice if you're willing to have that person enter back into your life and or, you know, reconnect, you know, but again, there's a decision that for some of you are going to have to make. And I would say just choose wisely, follow your heart, okay? Now, in the money zone, we have the Justice card. So this is certainly a week where, not really the week to overspend. I'm laughing because I certainly have put down some money. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay. But this is the week that, you know, you're kind of wanting to weigh things as far as like how your investments are doing, how, you know, what are things that you need to prioritize. So maybe there's a credit card that you really need to pay off and get that out of the way. Maybe you're almost done with your student loans and need to get that out of the way. It's almost like balancing the scales and figuring out what do you want to tackle first? What is the biggest priority that you want to focus on financially? For some of you are kind of out of a situation where you're like, look, I don't really have any debt, you know, I'm kind of in a good situation. Maybe this is, you know, saving a year's worth of, you know, money that you feel comfortable in case something happens. You know, some of you may be looking at ways to like, you know, donate or sell things online or, you know, whatever the case is, you're kind of weighing the scales a little bit and kind of looking at what is a need versus a want on spending. So that could certainly be something, but I would say this is not the week necessarily to overspend. And again, a retrograde, not always the best idea to a big purchase ticket item because you could have buyer's remorse. Again, don't stop your life because there's a retrograde, but just think about it. Is it a need versus a want? Okay. In the career zone, I hate to say this, but you got the Three of Swords. For some of you, I feel like there's only so much more emotion you can give to a career or a job that you're at. This is known as the heartbreak card. It can mean third party, but here's what I mean by that. It doesn't always have to be like the cheating scenario. Let's say that work and career, your job has been pulling your attention and your focus more than usual, or it has been for a while. And now other people, other relationships in your life, it's coming to kind of a breaking point. So the job or your career could be a core root of a problem maybe, or issues that you're having with other people in your life, meaning that your attention has been focused only on that. For some of you though, there is truly not much more you can give emotionally, mentally, energetically to a job. It's draining you. It's emotionally been very tense and stressful. It's made you sad, maybe doubt yourself. Maybe there's just too many people or another person that you work with that you can't trust. So if I'm going to tell you, and this is just professional to professional, I'm a realist. I would never tell somebody just like, F it and, figure it out, because I know you have bills and responsibilities, and there's always that kind of in the back of your mind before you kind of jump ship. But I think it's fair to say when you've given everything to a job or a position and you're just not getting the support, or you just don't see light at the end of the tunnel, or you don't feel like you're being valued, or you feel like you're overlooked, or always having to watch your back, cover your butt in every email, I would say start looking, because there's always something better out there. And there certainly could be a better position that has maybe better benefits, remote working opportunities, whatever the case is. Less stress, that will give you more work-life balance. And I think that's really where the core root of this is, that some of you have lost yourself in this job, and it's like you can't even see yourself. And I've certainly been in a situation like that, where it's like I became someone else that I wasn't, and it didn't feel right, So if that's the case, be proactive. Put your resume out there, start looking, because it's not worth suffering in a position just to pay the bills, okay? In love this week, we got the 9 of Cups. Sorry, I'm still getting used to these cards. It's the 9 of Potions, if you will. Love. This could be a lucky week for some of you. This is the wish card. This is the happy merchant card. This is like everyone celebrating, having a good time, mingling. Now, for some of you who have been single or are single, you actually have to get out of the house, okay? Got to put a good pair of shoes on, put some clothes that you feel a little confident. You got to get out of the house, okay? You can't stretch your stuff in the living room and have no one see it, and then the love of your life knock on your door, just FYI. But the 9 of Cups, this certainly could be a lucky week for some of you. Now, what I will tell you, again, get to know the person. Don't move in with them tomorrow, But for some of you, there certainly could be that you meet, and, you could be at a work function for some of you. It's really, there's a lot of synergy. There's a lot of chemistry. You kind of just click. This could be kind of the relationship that you've always wanted, but it's like comes out of nowhere. So for some of you, romance and love certainly could come out of nowhere, especially for you singles. You'll have to let me know in the comments if that happens, because I always love to hear that. It's like, oh my God, I bumped into the love of my life at, getting my tires changed or rotated. You know what I mean? For those of you who are in a relationship, this can just be a really happy week. I think a lot of you are just kind of on this cloud 9. I think, there's just been a lot of things that you've gone through as a couple, and it's like, shit, now I can just kind of relax, kick my feet. You might be celebrating. You might be getting together with, some friends, just kind of harmonious times. And again, we're getting into that time of year anyway. Could be a Halloween party for some of you, but just as a couple, you're just kind of, vibing. Maybe you're, getting matching costumes, not really sure. So when it comes to kind of the overall energy this week, some communication, we got the Ace of Cups. So I would say this week, and just for a communication standpoint, you're going to catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, okay? So again, a lot of this has this emotional cup energy, and for many of you, some of the hardships that you might be feeling in your job, maybe kind of this new possible relationship that might come in this week. And again, time is fluid, so it certainly may happen, you know, in a couple weeks or months. You know, I can't say for all of you because this is a general reading, but there's definitely possibilities. And, you know, with this Ace of Potions, the Ace of Cups, you know, there's almost like this transformative vibration that you're going to go through, or at least experience. This is definitely a time where, you know, if you feel good and you're happy and you're around good company, enjoy it. Be present. You know, don't overthink it. Just have a good time. Okay. I think a lot of you need to hear that, because you just need to let your hair down, not have any expectations, not overthink it. Just be in the present and have fun. And that's half the battle sometimes, right? Okay, let's go ahead and pull a couple cards for the Zodiacs real quick. This is already a 11-minute video, so let's just kind of pull some cards and see what's going on. We'll start with Libra and end with Virgo. I think we did that last time, but we are in Libra season. And if you're a Libra, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Libras. And by the way, I have a new website, so you're welcome to go check that out. And lots of new stuff coming up around the corner, so I'm pretty excited to share about that. All right, let's Libra. What's going on? Libra, you got 2 of Cups, okay? So again, Libra, this week, you know, if you meet someone that, you know, fiddles your fancy, Libra, ask them out. Go get a cup of coffee. Make the first move, Libra. Be bold, okay? Libras, you guys like being in relationships. If you see somebody you're interested in, go say hi. Start a conversation, right? So, Scorpio, let's see what's going on with Scorpio. We got the Tower card, Scorpio, okay? Kind of maybe an unexpected energy that might be coming in. Could be some swift change coming in your life. Scorpio, I would say just brace the best you can. If it's happening directly to you, be as agile and fluid as possible. Don't dig your heels in. Don't run away from it. Deal with it head on, because if you buckle and run, it's going to keep finding you, okay? So face it. I feel like for some of you, this is work related. It could be just a shift in responsibilities. But I think you're going to end up fine, Scorpio. You'll end up on your feet as always. Sagittarius, you got the Page of Wands. Now, Page of Wands. You know, Sag, Spirit is saying slow and steady wins the race. You know, pages are kind of this new beginning, and energy is start of something. But Sag, what I would tell you is that if you have this idea or this like creative burst of energy, figure out a way to like hone it and sustain it. Sometimes it's like you get really excited, peak really quickly, and then fall and crash, and you're like, okay, I'm bored now. So Sag, instead of like riding this like up and down high, try to figure out how to make this like creative surge of energy, the action behind something, keep it sustainable, okay? Not one and done. Capricorn, you got nine of Cups. So Capricorn, lots of exciting stuff coming around. A wish might be coming true, something that might manifest that you've been working on, Capricorn. You're always a hard worker, Cap. But I would say Spirit is saying work smarter than harder. This is the time to, it's like wishful thinking. It's like keeping that positive mindset and belief in what you want, and watch it start to unfold. Aquarius. Aquarius, you got 0, the Star card. Aquarius, you are the Star card. So this is a wish card. This is happiness. This is wishes are coming true, alignment, prosperity, abundance. And again, I think there's a wish that you've been working on. There's a manifestation that's going to start to unfold, Aquarius. So don't doubt yourself. Keep going and have fun and believe in yourself, Aquarius, okay? Pisces. You'll have to forgive me. These cards are still a little bit stuck because it's a brand new deck. Pisces, you got Page of Presence. This must be the Pentacle card. So again, you know, Pisces, I feel like this is a confidence thing, and it's okay. Everyone's got to start somewhere. So slow and steady, take one step at a time. This is doing your research, doing your homework, Pisces. You know, this is kind of starting from scratch, but you're building the path in the way that you want, Pisces. So again, don't get frustrated how slow things are moving, or don't get frustrated how, you know, it feels like you've been stagnant or slow. There's always a reason for it. So Pisces, believe in yourself, keep moving forward, and don't give up, okay? Here we go. So let's see. Here we go. Aries next. These cards are still stuck. Sorry. King of Presents, Aries, King of Pentacles. You know, this is, you know, financial stability. This is gain. This week, maybe you're getting definitely a better grasp on your finances. There could be, maybe you're getting a little bit of a bump in salary, a raise. Certainly could be a promotion around the corner for some of you, Aries. I mean, you're so, you know, you're driven. You're one of the most driven zodiac signs. And it's not if, it's when you get something. Aries, this is also about thinking for the long term. This is, you know, kind of seeing beyond, not just what's in front of you. So things that start to work out, start to figure out how you can make it even bigger, okay? That's your specialty, Aries. Taurus. The Hermit card, Taurus. So this week might be a little bit more solitude, which is totally fine. Just watching a candle that I have next to me. So it's like started to really like peak. You know, I would say this week, you know, if you feel like you just need to take some inner time, you know, kind of just like slow down, figure things out, kind of need some alone time, go for it. Taurus, you know, you need to, this is about not being everything to everyone. Definitely take some time out and kind of go within and figure out what your next move is. I feel like there's a lot on your plate, Taurus, and you just kind of need to, you know, prioritize and make a plan, okay? Once you have a plan, I think you're going to have a better path forward. Gemini. Temperance. Gemini, all about balance this week, all about balance. This is about, so Gemini, this is not to freak anything out, but if you're kind of feeling under the weather just at all, or there's like, if you've been kind of meaning to get a doctor's checkup, or your annual physical or whatever, or you're thinking about maybe even a flu shot, something like that, you know, and again, not pushing that agenda, just saying that if that's something you've been thinking about, or, hey, I need to go to the dentist, or, hey, I need health and wellness, like make it a priority this week, you know, definitely don't put it on the back burner, make those appointments, get everything kind of ready to go, pick up those prescriptions, you know, make sure that any medicine that's in your cabinet, is it expired? You know, kind of start to look at some things and kind of get yourself prepared and ready to go. But make sure that you're balanced this week. This is not the time to overdo it, Gemini. There's plenty of time rest in the year to get everything you need to get done. But don't try to push everything in a week, okay? Just really take your time and let things unfold. We got Cancer now. We got, this is the 10 of Wands, right? 10 of Wands. So this is Cancer. Sometimes too much is too much, Spirit is saying. This is not the time to overload yourself with work to try to get things done so you have more time to yourself. I don't know if that's going to make sense. For some of you, it might. It's almost like you're putting a ton of work on your plate to get it done in a very short deadline so you have more time to yourself. What I would tell you, Cancer, is that it's almost like this effort is a Herculean effort and it's going to stress you out more. So it's better to actually take things in bite-sized pieces. There's going to be some things you can accomplish, no big problem, no big deal, low-hanging fruit, but there's other things that are going to be more complex. So do what you can, and then, you know, take a step away from the project or whatever the case is and kind of revisit it at a later time when you have fresh eyes. Leo. 2 of Wands. So, you know, I feel like Leo, you might have, there could be some, Spirit is saying a crescendo. So for this week, maybe that you're having to make a decision. Your hand is being forced, so to speak. 2 of Wands is that you know, there's kind of almost like a crossroads. You need to be making a decision here. What I would tell you, Leo, is that, you know, I would say go be brave and go bold. You know what I mean? Like, that's your style anyway. This is not the time to kind of slink back. I would say that you need to kind of take the road less followed this time and really push yourself. Don't be scared because the outcome is going to be what you want, but you really need to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I think this week is maybe you're going to have to make a decision on what way you're going to go, or, you know, move to, or what job you're looking for. Like, there's a decision that you're going to have to make. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. King of Cups, Virgo. Virgo, you're known for being a very analytical sign. Very stoic sign, very rational, very logical. Not necessarily emotional. So what I would tell you is that Virgo, maybe this week that, you know, I think you're going to get farther if you show a little bit more vulnerability. I'm not saying cry your eyes out. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there could be an opportunity that you kind of share your story or something about yourself to an audience or group of people that they may not have any idea. And it kind of like softens your persona a little bit. And I think that's what Spirit is saying. It's almost like people need to know that you have a heart, Virgo, and you do, a huge heart. It's just that you're not a very emotional person. You don't show that a lot. But I do think this week there's going to be, it's almost like you help people more than you know by being a little bit more vulnerable. Okay, keep that in mind. So thank you guys so much for watching as always. And I've been a little bit on hiatus, taking a break. So thank you for your patience. Again, go to my website. It's new, so there's more details up there. And if you don't follow me on TikTok or Instagram, please do so because I post there quite a bit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon.